Hi, this is Projector Dude. This is a video demo. This is the Epson Home Cinema 5050 Ultra Black E. This is the wireless version. This is a 100-inch pick. That's the projector itself. This is a brand new projector. I've just put 2 hours on it. I just unboxed it. It has excellent video, especially it's a dark room projector. It has HDR, and this is using HDR, but it's the HL version, and it's turned down a little bit because the HDR10 has a tendency to be a little bit too much, and it overwhelms the picture. But this is set up. This is 1080p coming off my Chromebook, and it is upscaling it to 4K. It's on the scale of 1 to 5. This is on 5. It used to be in the 5040 and the 4000 version. The old version of the 4K upscaling had some issues. Basically, you would get some strobing, and it had some noise to it. Basically, that is gone. I haven't seen it, but I've installed a couple of these, and the customers love them. That's a 100-inch pick on my ultra wide screen, which I don't have that set up anymore. But this is a very razor sharp projector. It is really colorful. It's natural. It's like looking at a 100-inch flat screen. And strangely enough, I've seen those. But the projector itself is really, really big. It's like the 5040. It's a monster. And it weighs 25 pounds. It has lens shift, memory, full lens memory. And you can see my light clutter. This clusterfuck of a place. There's a little LED projector down there that's 3,000 lumens. That's a brand new ViewSonic. That's the LS600W. That is the next gen. This is the next generation LED projector. That's pure LED, and it has an amazing picture. It has great contrast. It's bright. It's 3,000 lumens. Gets 30,000 hours. But this is a bright projector. You can use it for football with all the lights on. But where it really shines is a dark room home theater, because that's where the contrast and the shadow detail and the blacks really shine. You're going to spend $3,200 if you can get it with a discount for this wireless version. And you can see the wireless setup over here. Now, just the plain ultra black is going to be like $3,000 plus tax. So you're going to spend $3,200. It's probably going to just $34 on sale. But this is this is Epson. It comes with a 2-year warranty. The first year is a hot swap, which means they'll just swap it out for you before they even get it back. They'll send you another one. They just want your credit card. Like usually they're here within a day or two. They're sitting out front, and you just send this one back in the box. Epson warranties are excellent. They're a great company to deal with. That's one of the reasons I sell Epsons. They are the #1 projector producer in the world for a reason, and one of its excellent customer service. Their Long Beach people are amazing. I've dealt with a lot of other companies like JVC and Sony, and the warranty service is crap compared to Epson. I mean, you get somebody on the phone, they take care of you. Alright, but back to the projector itself. The remote, you can't see most of it here. The remote is pretty much like the 5040. See, that is the focus, zoom, lens shift, which is great because it has a lens memory, and you just load it, it'll go back to whatever different source that you're using as you load just load it up and you hit a button and it goes right back to where you were. Like my game system has a different, the Chromebook has a different setup. Now this is an ultra wide screen. Like I say, this is a 100-inch pic. I usually run about 104 to 108, a little over scanning, just because the room is so small. But you can get right up on this and you won't see any pixel grid whatsoever. It's non-existent. Let me show you what the people always want to ask is, how is the HDR on this? And I will definitely show you. So we're going to come down here. We're going to come down to dynamic range. Click on dynamic range. You can see that we're on HLG, and we're going to click that, and we're going to go to HDR10. And you can see how it's really hard to tame HDR10. And then there's regular definition, and it's definitely bright. I have that set up for football. That's pretty much all I watch. And then there's the HLG, which is perfect for dark room. It's a cross between, well, it's the best color wise without sacrificing brightness. Let's see, where else are we gonna go here? Signal stats. Yeah, this is, like I say, 1080p, and it is just turning it into 4K, and it's doing an excellent job of it. Okay, now there is something that you really do need to learn to deal with here. It's the grid that you bring up for convergence, and it's really necessary. And you'll see home screen. Oops, wrong one. You'll see display. Click on display, and you're going to see panel alignment. Click on panel alignment, and you're going to be able to adjust the convergence to red, blue, and green, and the grid pops up, and you've just got to go through and do the grid, and it makes a big difference. There's no bleeding of colors. Like over in the corner you might see red bleeding out. You can adjust that and it'll remember it. And so basically over a period of maybe 6 months to a year, you might have a little bit of drift, a little bit of bleed, and some colors might bleed out, especially like on the corners. You can go inside and do the panel adjustment and get it done. If you've never done it before, you've got to be a little bit careful. You don't want to do the full panel alignment. You just want to do sector by sector, but you'll get the hang of it. It's really not that complicated. But if you screw it up, you're going to find yourself playing with it all day to try to get it back into sync. It's like the old CRT systems, the CRT alignments, which were a total pain in the ass. But yeah, this is basically where this shines, is in a dark room. That's where the contrast really comes out. It's really like looking at a flat screen. And it gets big. I mean, you could go 140 with this. I'm just like right on top of it. So right now I'm just doing a smaller screen. This has 2 HDMI's, 12-volt trigger, all the bells and whistles. It's a flagship projector. But there really isn't a reason to spend any more money. I mean, I've had some high-end JVCs and the 4K Sonys through here, and they're not really that much better. This is really a lot of projector for the money. This has been Projector Dude. This has been the Epson Home Cinema 5050 Ultra Black E.